Hello everybody, this is AngelBiter. Welcome back to another Minecraft video on the Crystal Skies server. I have a Mending villager. I just unlocked this guy a few minutes ago and did a happy dance in my chair. So all of today's plans have been put on hold. We are going to build a villager trading hall. Well, hall slash small space. Well, I was planning on building a library slash bookshop. Maybe I put that guy in there. Do I want to separate all of my trading villagers, or do I want a trading hall where they're all in one spot? I think I probably want a trading hall where they're all in one spot. I was thinking down here by the bank would be a good place. Move the bookstore over there, or just do away with it altogether. Who needs books when you have a Mending villager? But, well, my shop is upstairs, so I don't know. I'll give that a think, and I will come up with a plan there. We're going up. Now, I went ahead and finished the witch farm off camera. It is... Let's see if we can get over here where we can look down and see. There's the roof. And my original plan, if you saw the previous video, was to bring the witches up, drop them down, and one-hit kill them. Well, I came to a realization that that won't work, because witches carry healing potions. So, plan B was to drop them to their death and just bring their drops up top. And I've got a little bit of drops here. Oh yeah, that torch just got washed out a few minutes ago when I was down there looking. There's like 6 people online right now. The flying machines came to a complete stop. I had to go down there and get them started back going again. And I've got them stopped at the moment. I will turn it back on once everybody else leaves the server. But I don't think the server can quite handle this many people, plus a bunch of redstone-y stuff going on. So, yeah, the flying contraption was like, go 1 square. Go 1 square. Go 1 square. So it was just like the server was having a lot of trouble keeping up with it. So I've got it shut off at the moment, and once I'm the only person left on the server, I'll go turn it back on. But for now, we're going to move on to something else. Oh, I said a few episodes ago, excuse me, I said a few episodes ago that we were going to go to a ocean monument that I found off that way. Well, I changed my mind. If I do go to that ocean monument, it's just going to be to raid the sponges. I was going to make a community farm, guardian farm, but I'm thinking it'd probably be best to do that closer to spawn. I don't want to send people have 7,000 blocks away from spawn just to get to an XP farm, even if you do get cool drops out of it. So I'm going to find one closer to spawn, and we'll do that later. But for now, I need to get that Mending villager safe, and I need to come up with a design, and I'm going to get on to that, guys, and I will bring you back in a little while. Alright, guys, I wanted to show you my thought process on how I'm going to do this trading hall. My first thought was to do something like this, but have a standalone stall like so. But I could fit more villagers in here if I do it something like this, like one every other spot. I can fit 12. You can see each half slab is where their head would go. So I can fit 12 of them in there like that. So this plan is going to go away. I am going to keep the hopper and chest, because how often do you accidentally drop something by the villager and have to go find it? Now it'll just fall right there and you'll get to keep it. So over here, I've just been throwing a bunch of colors together, trying to find something I like. I like the light gray and the cyan. I like the light gray and the polished granite. I like the light gray and the stone, but that's too much gray right there. So I probably won't do a dark oak for sure. I don't know if I'll do the oak or the spruce. But my very first thought was to use quartz, but I didn't want two quartz builds right next to each other. Plus, that's a lot of quartz. I'll have to go hunt for more quartz. So, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. This is just, me playing with different colors and stuff to try and figure out something that doesn't look really, really horrible. I like the contrast on the white stained glass as opposed to the light gray or the cyan. I suppose I could grab some blue. Nah, don't want any blue. Actually, this is kind of subtle against the granite. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to keep playing with this, but I just wanted to show you guys and, where my head was at on this. And I also had a thought. The witch drops. I had originally planned on putting this shop over here to do an XP farm on the witches. But since that's not going to work, I might go ahead and send those mob drops all the way over to this mob farm over here, or drops from my big mob farm, that one right there. If I had realized that I didn't have an XP farm over here, I probably would have built that over here and just had all of the mob drops going into one shop instead of having it in two. So I'm not sure how I'm going to rectify this situation, or if I'm going to keep two shops, or if I'm going to send that stuff over here to this one and make one big mob drop shop. That might be ideal. But that's just more stuff to think about, more stuff that I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. And I need to make sure that I don't end up all gray over here. I threw down this light gray concrete floor, and I'm probably going to rip it up because it's just too gray. But yeah, I'm going to keep playing with this, and I will bring you guys... Ooh, maybe I can make it look like an outdoor market. I'll throw down a gravel path and get some leaves and more wood, some oak logs, make it look more like an outdoorsy. Maybe I can do canopy over the top out of wool. That's an idea. I'll build that over on this side and see how it looks. And I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Alright guys, the trying to build it with wood and making it outdoorsy was kind of a failure, so I went back to the more kind of modern looking with the concrete and the contrasts. And does anybody else have this kind of difficulty trying to come up with building ideas? Because seriously, this is hard for me. I told you I was going to stay away from quartz, but I really like the quartz here instead of the stone or the wood. And the white and the light gray seems to go pretty good together. I don't know. I like this over here, the dark gray and the white. I like the white gray and the light gray and the cyan. I like the white with the light gray. But I don't think that doing light gray, cyan, like all the way around is going to look good. I think it's going to get kind of tacky. So I'm kind of unsure of how to proceed. I think maybe I'm going to have to Google some villager trading hall ideas or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to need to put some redstone in here as well. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe a button... I don't know. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to do that with a hopper. I don't think a sticky piston will pull a hopper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it won't. So that might not work. I was thinking I could have a sticky piston and a button, and I could push the button, and the sticky piston would retract, drop the villager out, so I could bring in a new one if needed. But that might not be feasible if I've got the hopper there to collect drops. So I like the white floor better than I like the light gray floor as well. So I don't know. there's just a lot going on here that I don't know what to do with. I'm going to keep playing with it, and I probably won't bring you back until I'm actually done with it, until I've made up my mind. So, wish me luck. Alright, guys, I just got finished cleaning up my mess, and I realized that I don't have a whole lot of time spent recording today, so this is going to be a short video, but I wanted to show you guys the finished product here. I've got my Mending villager here. This is I think he's got 37. I think he goes down to like 34 or something, but he's the best I've got so far. And I've got 2 farmers here. And each section has a hopper and a chest, so that if I accidentally drop something in there, I'll be able to get it back without having to, try and hop over and do this number of weird crap trying to get it back. So that worked out nicely. I've got a bunch of mending books already, and a shulker box full of sugar cane. I'm going to have to put a crafting bench in here somewhere to turn all that into paper. And I've got another shulker box here, which I've already traded a full one full of flesh with this guy. And this is all string, as well as all of this here. I'm going to get a Fletcher down here at some point to be able to trade string from my mob drops. Now, I was up there organizing my mob drops just a few minutes ago, and I don't really have... let's see, gunpowder I'm going to use for firework rockets. I'll be able to sell a lot of it, but arrows I've got no use for at all. Rotten flesh I can trade, string I can trade, bone I can use for bone meal, but arrows and gunpowders I don't have a use for beyond firework rockets. So I'm going to have to probably figure out... I'll probably do an overflow so that when arrows and gunpowder starts filling up, I'll just start throwing them out, disposing of them properly. And I mentioned previously that I might go ahead and send this stuff. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting a few regular mobs in there as well. I've got some rotten flesh and some bones, so it looks like I got at least 1 zombie and at least 1 or 2 skeletons in my witch farm. But otherwise, this is working. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different drops from witches. So I might go ahead and send all of this stuff over to the regular mob drops and open this shop back up. I haven't decided yet. I went down and did a little bit of strip mining to get me some more iron, because I ran out completely. I had like 4 iron ingots left after I made hoppers for this. So I've got a little over a stack of iron, and I'm probably going to try and get on this next, getting this built, and then getting it redstoned into my little food court. But I'm also thinking I need to start moving villagers, the ones I don't plan on trading with to keep them breeding, like the armorer and the toolmaker and the shepherd and the butcher. Those guys... they're going to come... I'm going to start moving those guys over here where the iron farm's eventually going to be. And once I've got 16 guys over there, then I'm going to do Doc M77's iron farm. It's going to be the 16 villagers with 32 doors on one layer, and then up, I think, like 60 or 70 blocks, there will be another layer with another 16 villagers and 32 doors or something like that. And, or maybe it's 64 doors. I don't remember. It's a lot of doors. But I'm going to start, I'm going to start doing that off camera. Y'all don't need to watch me do that. But I'll start moving the guys I don't plan on trading with over here. And once I've got 16, I'll build 1 bit of the iron farm. And that's all I've really wanted to talk about today. I think that this was... I had planned on going to an ocean monument. I planned on trying to find one closer to spawn. But when I found the Mending villager, all of my plans changed. So the ocean monument's been put on hold. I don't know when I will get to that. If I do the one out this way, I probably already mentioned that it's just going to be for sponges, not for an active mob farm. And, yeah, this is coming along real nicely. I mean, we've almost got the bottom layer full. I got 3 more shops to go on the bottom layer, and I got 2 more to finish prettying up over here. And I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with the wood growing. If I'm going to move it outside or just raise the roof and do it indoors. But, yeah. Hopefully I'll get some more book trades. Maybe a fortune guy. Some blast protection or fire protection. And I'm real happy with how this turned out. So I'm going to call this the end of the video. This is AngelBiter. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.